What's going on, everybody? I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Natasha with
Midnight Comics.
And welcome back to another episode of
What We're Reading. And today, we're talking about Oni Hunter by Calvin Chambers III over at Icarus Metro Comics. And
more Icarus Metro.
Yeah, more Icarus Metro. So, yeah, this one was pretty good. It's certainly different. I'll say that. So
it's very different. That's part of why I liked it.
I really do. So our main protagonist, Bills is what he's called. He's a basketball player. He's a professional basketball player. And like where they pick up with him at is he's not at the top of his game, right? He's kind of out of it and stuff, and everybody's trying to figure out what exactly is going on. But throughout the course of the story, we learn what exactly is going on. Let me not spoil the main plot, right? But throughout the course of the story, you get to find out what's going on, how he's going to be able to fix that.
I mean, he kind of told us.
He kind of told us.
He kind of told everybody. He said, Oni Hunter. It's about an athlete, basketball player who hunts Oni.
I mean, yeah, but we didn't know that had to do with his affliction. Well, now you know. So anyway, definitely, it's really good. The artwork's good. We get essentially 2 issues in one, really, in this one book. It is cut up in 2 pieces.
Well, I mean, it's technically supposed to be manga style, which is
yeah,
I feel
so
like
it's kind of
so long. I feel like it's one chapter.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's really good. The artwork, particularly in part 1 for me, was really good. Not to say part 2 was bad or anything like that. The artwork was really good, but part 1 really caught my attention, honestly. I loved it. I don't know off the top of my head a sports manga that jumps right into
it does sports
and demon hunting or Oni hunting, right?
Right.
So
or
mythic, right? So like that kind of change of pace, but not forgetting that, right? This ain't like Dragon Ball. It's like, hey, tournament arcs, and then okay, well, it's just fighting otherworldly things. No, it's like, hey, he still plays basketball, but he also does this, and they're both very prominent.
I like it. I think it's a well-rounded story. I think the only small complaint I had was there was like a piece that felt a little rushed, the way it kind of went into it, because there's a time skip almost.
Yeah, there's a little bit of time skip.
And
like 6 months, I think.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very quick. But I mean, that's how time skips work.
Yeah.
You have to either like it or you don't. So
yeah.
But other than that,
but you know what?
I love the whole story.
But no, although I do agree that time skip was a little quick, but overall, very, very well done. Very well done. Very well done, art-wise, story, writing
as usual, does a great job writing the story.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you invested in the characters, even if it's a character that you're not necessarily supposed to like.
Right. So in case you guys didn't know, it was revealed in Indie Breakdown when we spoke with Calvin that Oni Hunter does take place in the same world as Icarus Metro. So
I was listening in.
Whoa,
I heard that part.
Right? Like that's gonna be interesting. So I love it. Like I told him then, I love going into stories. They mostly buy the universes. Right? And so to know that the 2 are shared universes, you're going to be looking for, well, what is the connecting pieces? What are the effects of this story going to have on that story? So on and so forth. And you're looking for, again, those Easter eggs. That's why we get so excited for Marvel movies, right? You're like, well, what are they going to point out from a previous movie or a future movie that's going to get me hyped and excited? So same thing here. I'm very excited.
I'm a different kind of reader. I just like a good story.
Yeah.
But knowing they're connected and knowing how much I very much enjoyed Icarus Metro, it's like a little bit of extra. Where it's just like, they didn't need to be connected for me to want or enjoy either story. But knowing they are is like this little, it's just like this little piece of me that's just like, okay, but I want to see how they're connected, where I can see the connected points. Are they going to cross over at some point?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, are we going to see Oni run into the next issue of Icarus Metro and then Bill's behind him trying to kill him?
Right.
Like, are we going to run into other characters that I feel like are pretty important to the journey in Oni Hunter, in Icarus Metro?
Even if it's just like on the TV screen on Icarus Metro, you see him in the playoffs or something on a TV screen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even just something subtle like that would be amazing. But anyway, I don't know if we're veering off track with that necessarily, but
I think that's veering off track. It's
no?
about the story. It's about why we like the story, and that's cool that they cross over.
Fair enough.
Seems to fit in with to me.
But
it's our video, we can do what we want.
That is true. But if you guys haven't had the opportunity to check out Icarus Metro or Oni Hunter, first off, definitely check out our Icarus Metro video, whether it's the What We're Reading or the Indie Breakdown video.
Also check out the Indie Breakdown because that's actually on Spotify.
Yeah, that is on Spotify, so definitely check all of that out. And of course, all of his information is down below. Icarus Metro Comics, and of course, Calvin Chambers III, again, did a fantastic job with this story, and yeah, keep up the great work.
The pieces just keep putting themselves
They keep putting us in.
Why y'all get along?
We're both thirds,
well.
we're both Virgos, come on, man, y'all know what it is. Anyway, shouts out to you though, man, but all the stories that we have of yours, fantastic job, so keep up the great work, and everybody that hasn't had a chance to check it out again, definitely pick it up. Check out Icarus Metro on Instagram and all that stuff, information will be down below, and of course,
Midnight Comics.
Yeah.
We have our own comic books that you can check out on midnightcomics.org. You can get any of the books we have available. You can get a bundle to get all of the books that we have available.
So, and of course, we do have Patreon as well, where you guys can get exclusive looks at all the things that we have going on. Of course, you'll see this early on Patreon. We have our community character creation nights, as well as exclusive looks at, or early looks rather, at some of the pages for your favorite stories coming out of the Midnight Comics camp. And don't forget, everybody, with all that being said, remember until next time, midnight is coming.
It's a like.
Right. And so, is that a feather?
Summer night. It's summer night.
Anyway,
She let
and
me
it's
know
so
she
you guys
should
didn't
spend
know.
the night. No need to hit follies. I'm working her body out since she in love with the fitness type.